Good afternoon. This is Mark Harris from the Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 11117 Blix Street in North Hollywood, and I'm in the process of performing a video examination of the main sewer line here on the property. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure, or structures. It lies underground and connects the building drain line systems to the public sewer. The building drain line systems then are the portions of the waste drainage piping that would be underneath or interior to the structures. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I'm currently sitting, the camera is sitting anyways, looking down into the public sewer under the middle of the street. Where there are two structures here on the property. There's the main house, and then there's a guest house built off the back of the garage. So I began my examination today from the 4-inch main sewer line cleanout. It's located here right next to the guest house structure. And I dropped in. I was able to push all the way to public sewer from this point. You can see down at the bottom of the screen there, 190 feet. The line basically comes out, wraps around, runs through the backyard over to the left side of the main house where the main house drain drops in, and then one single pipe continues out, runs diagonally across the front yard, drops down, and then runs out under the street, connects up to the public sewer. Because of the length of the system, I'm going to be doing the recording backwards in this case. I had to run a lot of water to get the camera this far out. Let that drain out. And we'll have a good view of the line all the way back. There is a second to clean out over on the left side of the main house. Basically splits this system up in half. So certainly suitable clean out access for maintenance of the system. Alright, so as we pull off of the public sewer here, we're pulling back up into the original 6-inch vitrified clay piping. Very common pipe material you use under the streets here in the city of LA. These clay pipe materials, they are expected to have a long service life. It's essentially an earth material, so it's less likely to deteriorate underground, but they are fairly brittle in nature and do have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. So specifically looking for any significant cracks or breaks, significant offsets or separations at the connections of the joints, anything that can be considered a compromise to the integrity of the pipe. Through this area you see a little bit of wear there. That's common of hydrojet cleaning. It looks like there's just the remnants of some roots here in this area. Now, the root intrusions at the joint areas of these clay pipes is fairly common. Not a situation we would recommend repair on. Normally we're suggesting that they can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. It's when they're left unmaintained for extended periods that they have the potential to create blockages, and more extreme case, even damage those joints. But everything's intact as far as we can see now, in good shape, and that is draining out fine. Alright, pulling back up under the parkway now, at the edge of the street. We're pulling back into a cast iron piping material. You see there, then we level off and we're coming back across the front yard at a bit of an angle. Now, the cast iron pipes, they were expected to last typically in the 70 to 80 year range. It's difficult to know for sure if this is an original cast iron pipe from the original construction of the house, but generally looks to be in pretty good condition, seeing moderate rust and scale buildup. What we're looking for in the cast iron pipe are any signs that it's beginning to fail. Excessive corrosion, roots penetrating the walls of the pipe, things of that nature. So while this is an older pipe, it does appear to be functional. Situation like this, we're recommending regular video examinations to monitor the condition and the deterioration of these cast iron pipes, and that can better, or anyways help to better come up with a project a future replacement date. Back around the turn now at the front left corner of the house, underground there, just outside the structure. Going back up along the left side of the building now. It's more of the same. Should be seeing that opening at the top of the pipe here shortly, which is the clean out over on the left side of the house. You see right there. That's where the main drain for the main house drops in. From this point back, we've got a short section of a modern ABS plastic. So this is a repair that was done here in the past. The ABS plastic pipes, they're expected to have a long service life. They have a very smooth inner surface, which allows for very high washout capability, and then they're intended to be impervious to root intrusions. So that's a good pipe material through that section. And back into a 4-inch vitrified clay piping. So we've got a combination of materials here on the property, varying from modern to older in age, to possibly original. But overall, I would say the system is operating satisfactorily, definitely draining normally, and in what I would again call satisfactory condition. This is basically what we've got the rest of the way back to this clean out, which is the vitrified clay. Another short piece of plastic here just before we pull back up out of the clean out. And here's our beginning of our line here. So, real quick, wipe the lens off. I'll show you the clean out that I used. This is right here, near the corner of the guest house structure, around to the back there. So basically we dropped in, we ran across the backyard over to the far side of the house, around that side, and then across the front yard into the public sewer. So at this point, the system's generally doing fine. Like I said, combination of materials exhibiting kind of typical conditions for what we see in those types of pipes and those ages of pipes. No reason to recommend any repair at this point, though I would suggest monitoring the system, and also recommend regular cleanings, simply because we want to make sure any roots in the line would be kept maintained and cut back to minimize any potential for future damage. All right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to the written report for the description of the final findings and recommendations. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day.